Guys, what's up? This is Al, the Epic Solutions Group, and I'm doing this video. I did an Instagram video yesterday, just a shorts clip, and I alluded to this a little bit, but I wanted to take time to actually put into thought a little bit deeper about what that short clip was about. So what I talked about yesterday had to do with the fact of how do I go in and how can I make sure that I can land an account. Now, it doesn't matter what you sell. You could be, I've done some work doing pharmaceutical work. I've done some sales calls for small companies I've worked for. I've done some work for people who I was already working for their company and they wanted me to go out and offer a new product, and I would go in and talk about that, and that was good. And so I have had a lot of experience in sales and small products, services, that kind of thing. One company I worked for, I sold the stew. That's some country talking there, out of some services, and one of the services that we offered with that company was to go in and it was a home service that we offered that they already had a set of equipment, and we would go in and clean that equipment and take care of it and manage it, or maintenance it and that kind of thing. And I did really well with that. In a year's time, I actually did the numbers last year, and long story short, I ended up selling close to that alone, almost $100,000 worth of sales, gross that is, for that. So when I look at sales, I'm not intimidated by sales in itself. What I am, or what I used to be intimidated by, was getting a resounding no. Nobody likes to get no. No one likes to hear right off the bat, not interested, don't even offer it, we already have somebody that does that. And in that video yesterday, I talked about that, how I went into a business and I wanted to share with them simply what we offer here at Epic Solutions. And went in, introduced myself very casually. It was a kind of a casual setup. It wasn't a very fancy professional type place. And so I started the conversation off by introducing myself. And as soon as I get out of my mouth, Epic Solutions Group, and we do marketing, and we also do some stuff online to boost your business. As soon as I said marketing, they're like, we already have somebody that does our website. Thank you, not interested. And I said, well, good thing that's not what I was about to offer to you. And they were like, well, what do you offer? Really snooty, really, came at me. I was like, whoa, settle down. I'm here to offer something to you. And they was like, well, I was like, who do I need to talk to about this? They're like, well, they're in a meeting, and I don't think they'll be interested. And I said, so let me ask you a question. If I could tell you on the spot right now, as a matter of fact, if I went back to my car and I got some paperwork to show you that last month alone, for just 2 clients that I work with, that we have brought in for them $85,000 in profit just with 2 accounts, just by using social media. Are you telling me that your employer would not be interested in talking to me? Well, that kind of changed the game. And the person was like, well, you know what? Well, just email us some stuff and I'll get it to them, make sure they see it. Still with an attitude. Maybe they're just having a bad day. Sometimes people have bad days. You catch people on bad days sometimes. But what is this video really about? Well, I want to tell you that a really quick way, and maybe I could have even done it a better way yesterday, and it kind of turned into that. But a really good way to land business with somebody, and quite frankly, sometimes it doesn't matter. Some people already are going to say no. It doesn't matter what you offer, what you have, how you approach them. And sometimes you just got to get around that and just deal with it. But 9 times out of 10, in my experience, that is, I have found out that if I can offer the person value from the get-go, then we can just go ahead and bypass a lot of that immediate no, not interested talk. We can get straight into, okay, what is it that you offer? How can it help me? What's it cost? Everybody wants to know cost, right? I like to know cost. I don't care if you're a car salesman, if we're at a restaurant, you can offer me the best steak or the nicest car out there, and I could want it really bad. But if the numbers don't match in my mind of what I want to pay, then that's how most people are. Very few people have I ever met that don't care what it costs. And it's a little tidbit you need to know too, is that a lot of people think that rich people, quote unquote, what is a rich person? Who knows? But rich people can just spend money as they will, and as they want, and they just blow it. I don't know if you've met many wealthy people. I think that's a better term to use. Wealthy people, somebody who knows how to manage their money a little bit better than others. Maybe that's why they're wealthy. They don't just throw money out. Sure, they have nice things, they buy nice things, but that doesn't mean that they just throw money at everything. Maybe they have that money because they don't throw money out at everything. Maybe you're broke because you do throw money at everything. Just a thought. But how can I assure myself that I'm not going to constantly get a no? I think that's something good we need to know, especially if you're in sales and even marketing. I'm a marketing guy. That's what I do. I've done sales in the past. That my goal is to boost businesses to get them noticed. But before I can gain clients, I have to go out and actually market myself. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of people that talk about doing this online, but I haven't seen many video sales like this, or sales on videos on sales, that talk about exactly this part. How do you go in and get that business? A lot of people aren't natural born salesmen. They don't just have a persona about them that just would draw in, customers. I think the number one way that I have found for myself and have seen a really great rate of success is being able to go to businesses and not start the conversation off about me with a pitch. Well, this is what I do. This is what I offer. I'll do the research. I'll look. Do they have a website? Are they on social media? Are they doing a good job at maintaining their social media? How often do they post? Are they lacking anywhere? Is there something that I think that I can immediately change that would help them do better in the public eye? That's the kind of thing that I go in there with first. It's not about what I offer and what I can do. I've taken the time to research them a little bit, figure out where they're at, what they're doing, how well are they marketing, how well are they promoting themselves, and then I go in and talk to them. So, this isn't really a step-by-step process that I want to share today, but I just wanted to tell you, guys that would watch this, if you want to get away from all those no's, find a way to build value first. Get away from talking about yourself and boasting about what you're capable of doing. I didn't start off with saying, last month we did this, and this, and we were successful. I said, if I could bring value to your employer, then do you think they'd be interested in speaking with me? And that changed everything. And that's a good way a lot of times, too, to get around. It's called the gatekeeper, if you want to use that term for the secretary or the office assistant or office manager, whoever you're talking to, whatever the proper form of whatever you're supposed to call them, right? But I want to share this because I want to see people succeed. I like being successful. I know you want to be successful, so I thought that I would share this as a free insight into maybe my mind. No, I'm not doing as much as I want to do, but that's today. So we're going to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing, and this will not stop. But I wanted to put this out because maybe you needed help in that area with knowing how to handle that no. And so when you get that no, just realize, once again, don't make it about yourself. Realize if you're not valuable to them, find a way to be valuable. And if you have to leave that day, go back and make sure next time you bring value to the table. Like I said, there's folks out there, they don't care what you have, what you offer. They're never going to take it. That's okay. That doesn't hurt our feelings. We just realize that what we've got, they need it. So keep pursuing them and just go until they say, hey, don't come back again. And then if you're really, really gutsy, go back again. But don't really, all right? Maybe. I would, maybe, depending on the situation. But guys, hopefully this is helpful, and make the customer or the client, whoever, the clientele, help them to see the value in what you offer, and then go in and talk about what you do. Don't do it reverse. Don't make it about yourself. Build the value first. Usually, sometimes too, it helps to build the relationship first, then build the value, then make the pitch. So hopefully this is helpful for some sales. Guys, have a wonderful day. Once again, I'm Alan with Epic Solutions. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And we'll keep up putting some quality content out like this, and I think it's very helpful. I know it helps me. Have a great day, guys.